Morning, Heather from Heather's Zenful Crochet here. It is Monday, July 7th. It is the day after the 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend, ate a lot of food and stayed safe and spent time with family. Today we are finishing up our A to Z challenge. So we ended with S, and we are going to do all the rest of them. We're going to do T through Z today. So stay tuned, and we are going to finish our A to Z challenge. Okay, we are going to go over the last few letters of the A to Z challenge that I have made. So I'm going to go over and review everything that I made with you for the final A to Z crochet challenge video. So we left off with S. So now we are on T. So for T, I kind of cheated a little bit. I did a tree for T. So I showcased this in my last video. It's the same Christmas tree as it's in my last video. So T for tree. I couldn't think of anything, and I was kind of in a time crunch, so I figured I would just use the same thing that I made earlier, and it was this tree. So I did the tree, T for tree, and instead of taking the time to scroll through all of my save patterns on my Instagram, I will just pop up the names of who the designer is of the patterns as I go through them. So T for tree, this is who made that pattern. U, okay, so I know the designer on this one. This one is the Celestial Homebodies unicorn. This is her little loaf unicorn. Okay, I think my light is too bright still. Dim it down just a little bit. Alright, so this is her little loaf unicorn. And this is a paid pattern on her Etsy. It is no-sew. You surface crochet the little ears and you crochet the little horn in. So, and then you surface crochet the little mane and tail. It's got little pink feet. I put blue safety eyes in this one. She's, in the pattern it tells you to make a little pink muzzle and sew it on. I didn't feel like doing that, so I just put little nostrils on her. So yeah, Use for Unicorn by Celestial Homebody. Kind of looking at my sheet to remember what I made here. Oh, okay, so now we're on V. Since it is after the 4th of July, I actually made this before the 4th of July, but we are now after the 4th of July. And if you don't know, Michael's already has their Halloween decor out, so I'm already starting to get into the Halloween fall vibe. I'm a fall person. So the next pattern is a vampire bat. He's a big guy. Look how big he is. So this pattern, I just free-handed this. I didn't use a pattern. And this is, I don't even know what yarn this is. I think I got this yarn from Goodwill. And it is like a super bulky size 7 yarn. I think it's Bernat, but I'm not positive. I used a size 10 crochet hook. That was the biggest hook I had. I should have used something even a little bit bigger than a 10, but I didn't have anything bigger than the 10. So this is just a little vampire bat. He's got little vampire teeth. I just embroidered the eyes because I knew safety. I didn't have that big a safety eye, and I didn't think they'd stay in with this super thick yarn. Ears are surface crocheted on. I did make the wings separately and then sew them onto the back. I'm not sure if I like the wings or not. What I should have done was make a circle and then folded it in half and then crocheted it closed and then crocheted them on. I think I would have liked those wings better, but This ain't too bad. It's a hefty boy too, and there's no poly beads in it. It's just the yarn and polyfill, and I stuck it good. So, I don't know. Should I weigh him? I have a scale right here. I'm going to go over here real quick and weigh him. Just a second here. Okay, it looks like it's just over a pound. So, he's a good sized boy. I'm not sure how much I'm going to list this one for. It took me quite a while because you know how hard it is to crochet with that yarn. I had to take some breaks. He's probably going to be at least 35, 30, yeah, about maybe 35. I really like him. I wish I would have had black yarn, but this was the only color I had in that super bulky yarn. So anyway, V is for Vampire Bat. Let's see. Now we have W. Oh, W is a little guy. I made a cute little watermelon. I'm going to put a little keychain on this one. It's super cute. I love the colors. This is Premier Basic Chanel. This is Hibiscus. And this is the Kiwi. Or Key Lime. I think it's Kiwi. Oh, and the white is Bernat Baby Blanket. Yeah, cute little watermelon. I'm going to turn into a little keychain. If this guy sells, I'm probably going to make more because I really like the colors on that. Super cute. Now we are on letter X. Okay, so X, you know, X is a tough one. But I followed the suggestions that Crafty Mompreneur had on her list because she's the one that created this challenge. And she had an Xbox controller on the list. I'm like, that's a good idea. Took me a little bit to find a pattern that I liked. I do like this pattern. It is a paid pattern on Etsy. But I do think I would make more of these if they sell. But look. I think this joystick should have came up just another row. Super cool. You got the little left and right controls, the home button, your ABC lettered buttons, your two joysticks, and your positional up, down, left, and right over here. The pattern was made in worsted weight, I believe. So it was small, but this is in Bernat Blanket. It's a good size. It's about palm size. But yeah, it's almost exactly the size of an Xbox controller. There are so many gamers out there. I think I might list this on my Etsy. I don't know. Are these licensed? Are we able to sell these? Are these licensed? If you know, let me know. I might just have to put game controller maybe. I don't know if I want to risk that. Maybe I'll just put it in my crochet booth. But anyway, X for Xbox controller. Really cool. I like that one. Now we're on to letter Y. So Y. So I've mentioned this before. If you are a longtime viewer, I am a big fan of Bigfoot. I love Bigfoot. I love anything Bigfoot. So this one is not a Bigfoot, but it is a little Yeti. So his feet look okay when he's like upright, but when he sits down, this foot tends to turn in. See how his foot turns sideways? I probably, because I crocheted this leg shut and then crocheted it into the body, I probably should have moved over a stitch when I closed that shut. But this pattern is by Drewby Zoos. I think that's how you say his name. This is his Yeti and Bigfoot pattern. I altered it. In the pattern, you're supposed to sew on the legs and the arms. And it had horns. I don't think Yetis and Bigfoots have horns, so I didn't put the horns on. I did make them. and I put them on there, and I'm like, I didn't really like them, so I didn't put them on. And the face is crocheted separately and sewn on. You put the eyes into the face plate and then sew it on. So he made, his pattern was in worsted weight too, so his probably came out like super small. But this is a good size little guy, about palm size, sits in the palm of your hand. So what I did was I made the legs and the arms, stuffed the feet, crocheted them shut. Arms I did not stuff, but I did crochet them shut, and then I crocheted them in the round, so I didn't have to sew everything on. But, and I think he had a mouth on his. I didn't feel he needed a mouth. I just dropped him. But I had to put a little Yeti in there. I didn't like him when I first got him all finished. I made it last night. I wasn't in the greatest mood last night. So I think that could have been why. But he's growing on me. It's not the best. This is the first time I've made this pattern. So maybe if I try it again, it'll turn out a little bit better. And I don't know, I might sew all the pieces on, see if it looks better when you sew everything on versus crocheting them in the round. But yeah, Droopy Zoo's little Yeti guy. And now we are on Z. Okay. We're going to cut to me making Z, and then I'll be back. Okay. We are on our last letter. We are on the letter Z, and it is July 7th. We are after the 4th of July, so our next holiday is Halloween. I tried to look for some patterns that were Christmassy because I have Christmas in July coming up at my craft booth. Couldn't think of anything for the letter Z. So what we are doing is Z. We are going to do a zombie head for the letter Z. Halloween and fall is like my favorite time of year, so you know what? I am going to go ahead and just do a zombie head. I'm starting to get in the fall and Halloween mood already. So the zombie head we are doing is by Chrissy Spooky Crochet. I like that name. It is her squishy zombie, and it is a little zombie head. So that is what we're going to do for Z. And the yarn I'm going to use is Bernat Speckles in this green and whitish cream color. I'm going to do that for the main skin head color. They had a really neat green color. I don't have that green color. I had a darker green that I liked and I thought about using, but it's in Big Twist Plush. Yes. So it's going to turn out bigger, and the top of the zombie head is like a brownish tan color for like the brains. And I don't have that size in that color. I don't have Big Twist in that color, and the other yarns would be just, I think it would just be too small. So we're gonna go with this instead. I think it'll still look pretty cool with this color. And then I do have my Premier Basics color in Steel Cut Oats that I'm going to use for the brains. And they have a white safety eye that they use. I don't have white safety eyes. I put some on my Amazon shopping list that I want to order. Haven't ordered them yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to crochet a white eye and then put the little green eyelid over the white circle that I make. So that's how I'm going to do the white eye. Sorry, my dog wants covered up. Alright, bumps. There we go. Okay, he's all comfy now. And we are going to get started on this zombie head. Oh, and dropping the yarn. We are using a 5.5 millimeter hook, and it is my Jason Friday the 13th hook. So that's kind of appropriate for making a Halloween themed item, I think. See if I can find the end of my yarn. Sometimes you can't really find the center pole on these Bernat schemes. See if I did. Oh, I think I did. Oh, there it is. Hit or miss with Bernat blanket finding the center yarn. Shoot. There it is. I knew I had a stitch marker here. Alright. Kinda excited to be done with this challenge. I know it's been going on for quite a while. This is, let me see, let me think. A month and a half, almost 2 months we've been doing this challenge. Been trying to get as many of these done as I can, and I wanted to get them all done in one video for you. The last of them, and all done in one video for you. So I accomplished that, and this video should go out on time. So we're starting with our green, and we're just going to get going on making this little zombie head. I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to turn out. Oh, and who I am watching is Loopy Teddies. I think I've watched her once or twice. I've never really watched her before. She came up on my suggested videos. Crochet Market Prep, week of crochet project ideas. So I'm going to check her out. I think I've watched her. I'm going to check her out again and see. So if you guys, she's got quite a lot of views on this video, so yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and subscribe. I don't think I'm subscribed to her yet. Anyway, here we go. Alright, so I've got the color change done, starting on the brain, and it actually says she used pink, but that did not look pink. But I'm just going to still use my brown color. But it says to single crochet around in your brown or pink color, and then do, because this is 42 stitches around, then it says to do 42 bobble stitches. Well, that's 2 bobbles here, and it looks like 1. So what I think I'm going to do instead is do a bobble, single, because that's a lot. And to do 42 bobbles in a row, oh my gosh, that would honestly take forever, and that would use a lot of yarn too. So I'm going to do bobble, single all the way around instead. I think it'll look better because the bobbles themselves will be more defined. They won't be all just one big clump and look like one big bobble. So, continuing on with my zombie. Okay, you got a little, I did show you a little bit of him when I got done, but Z is for zombie. Yeah, I really like this guy. So the pattern says, you know, they have the safety eye, and I crocheted it, and I did put the eyelid on it, and it says to embroider the missing eye and some scars. It doesn't really tell you detail of where to put anything or what to do, so you have, you know, creative freedom on this guy. I like his little brain. His brain's kind of cool. So what I did was, and this is a little flap. I'm not really sure why that's there, but anyway, I made it look like his head was bleeding here. I did put his little missing eye and put the little like stitches over his eye. Hers doesn't have a mouth, but I thought it looked kind of odd, so I went ahead and put a little mouth on it. And then, of course, you know, it starts with 6 singles and the magic ring, and mine always cone. I probably need to use a bigger hook when I do the magic ring, but whatever. So, which I was going to fix it, but I'm like, well, no, then it kind of looks like it's part of his neck, you know? So what I did was I added some blood down here to make it look like his head's been detached. I don't know if that's morbid or whatever, but, you know, it's a spooky Halloween guy, zombie, so he's got to be a little gory. That's my zombie. So that is everything. The A to Z challenge is finally done, guys. Thank you for being so patient while I finish this series, this challenge. Didn't expect it to take me this long, but it did, and we are done now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold everything. Probably not. There's a lot. There's a lot. We got tree, unicorn, watermelon, Yeti, and our Xbox. You can't really see you can't see them. Yeah. Made these all this week. So this is my also what I crocheted this week video. This is the only thing I got crocheted this week was these items. So, alright. Okay, guys. That is going to be it for the video and for this challenge. Again, thank you so much for sticking with me through that challenge. I did enjoy it. I really did enjoy making all of those items. It gave me some inventory. So, really glad I did it. I love the little zombie head. He's so cool. Okay, so stay tuned. We are continuing my free Instagram pattern series as well on this channel. We do have more to come, so if you are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any future uploads. If you like this video, hit the like button, and that really does help my videos get pushed out to more viewers like you who like crochet content. So, thank you all so much for clicking in and watching today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.